Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Auntie Karen Beyond the Cards. We are going to talk about a topic that is, in my opinion, not talked about enough within the spiritual community. And I see this a lot of times. I'll hear people say, "Well, I did a cord cutting ritual, and it may have worked for a while, but then really it came right back and it got worse." My shielding is not working as well as I thought it would. My healing ritual really didn't work. Okay, so I want to address some of those issues and tell you my take on why you're getting results that are different than what you were expecting. Okay, first of all, I'm going to probably blow your mind with what I'm about to say, but the rituals actually did work. Hear me out. Okay. The thing about it is this, all right, there is no shortcut to doing the actual shadow work that we talk about in my other channel, Enchanted Cottage 333, on the shadow work playlist. And I'm going to dig deep over on this side too, on that as we go along, okay? But one of the things that I talk about over there is cord cutting. One of the things that I did not mention in a strong enough way was that is not a shortcut to doing the work. Will it affect the work? Yes. The ritual actually did work. Here's why. Okay. When you do a cord cutting and you have not done the work, what will happen is the divine will shine a huge spotlight on those things that are unhealed that we have not dealt with in our shadow. And so oftentimes when we do a cord cutting ritual, we will see the situation actually worsen, if anything, but it definitely does not improve. Because here's why: the divine does not is not going to do the work for you. Is the divine going to assist? Absolutely. Are they going to help you have strength? Absolutely. But as with any type of manifestation, the divine expects us to take action. Let's just take a whole different example. Suppose I'm trying to manifest money. Okay. Do you think that I can just, visualize and trust the divine and sit on my couch and eat bonbons all day? No. I have to take action. I have to start knocking on doors and doing things, okay? Now, if there was a shortcut, I would like to think that I would have found it by now. I don't know of one. I don't believe there is one. If there ever is one that I run across, trust and believe, the first people that will know are my viewers, because I want to do everything in my power to make your life as nice as possible. But with that being said, as of the time that I'm making this video, I do not know of such a shortcut. So when we do cord cuttings and healing rituals, many times they're working, just not in the way that we expected. Okay, so you have to be prepared for those things. And I'm not saying not to do a cord cutting ritual or a healing ritual. No, that's going to help you because it's going to identify things you got yet left to work on. And if it does fully work, well, over a long period of time, then you'll know. Okay, let's talk about shielding. A lot of people will come to me and say, well, I did like you said, I visualized the shielding. I did some people will call it a bubble technique, whatever. And it didn't work. Well, the same thing, there's work that needs to be done. And hear me out. If you watched my video recently here about grounding and shielding and centering, one of the things that I talked about was whenever you shield, okay, one of the things that we can do is visualize like a sphere around us, okay, of energy, okay? Our aura, as I said, goes out, they say about 6 feet. With that being said, we visualize with the intent of encapsulating and protecting our energy for us to go out and about and do our thing to protect our energies from negative energies. Hear me out. If you have a lot of stuff in your shadow self, which is the same thing as your subconscious, by definition, you are unaware of those things, okay? Understand this. That energy that is within us in our shadow is dark and dense energies. Okay, it's not light, it's not positive, it's dark and dense. It is hidden in the dark. Okay, so what we're actually doing, if we don't get on top of that shadow work and then we do the shielding, we are literally encapsulating ourselves with our own junk. Okay, so understand that, that many times, is going to be the reason why things like, cord cutting, shielding, grounding, and centering and healing rituals are not going to give you as good a results as after you start to do some shadow work. You will never have probably finished doing shadow work. Okay, it's a process, but the further down that path you go, the more effective those types of things will be for you. So I had to get, to get on here and just kind of give you my take of why these rituals will sometimes, I'm not going to say they don't work. What I'm going to say is they will not work in the way that you would like for them to. Okay, I don't discourage anyone from doing those things. I really, really don't. And there's a number of ways to do those things, but just understand that you need to be prepared that the results of that may or may not be what you are hoping and what you are expecting. It may come as a surprise, because understand this. Trust and believe that the divine is always working for our greater good. And so the divine is going to realize what we actually need and that we need to be the ones to take action. Okay, so I hope this has helped you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you've not subscribed, I hope you'll consider doing so. And I wish you all many, many blessings going forward. Thank you again.